Hey sports fans, there was a lot of good and exciting news in Philly sports this week. Let's start with the Big East champions, Villanova Wildcats. Jermaine Samuels had 16 points and 10 rebounds as Villanova advanced to its third NCAA Final Four in the last 6 NCAA tournaments with a grinded-out 50-44 victory over Houston in the South Region Final Saturday. Caleb Daniels added 14 points for the Wildcats, and fifth-year senior Colin Gillespie's only made field goal was a clutch shot late in the game. Villanova shot 28.8% from the field. The Cougars were only slightly better at 29.8%, missing their last 5 shots and 10 of 11 overall, and they made only one of their 20 attempted three-pointers. Taz Moore had 15 points and 10 rebounds for the Cougars, who were denied making consecutive Final Four appearances for the first time since 1982-1984 during the Phil Slammer Jammer era. Final score, Nova 50, Houston 44. Good luck to the Villanova Wildcats in the Final Four. Devin Booker scored 35 points. Chris Paul had 19 points and 14 assists. And the NBA leading Suns won their 8th straight game, beating the Philadelphia 76ers 114-104 on Sunday. The 76ers took a 39-37 lead into the second quarter, despite Booker's 22 points in the first on 8 of 11 shooting. When Booker went to the bench to start the second quarter, the 76ers responded on a 12-0 Philadelphia led the entire second quarter and took a 64-60 lead into the break. Joel Embiid had 19 points and 8 rebounds before the break, while Tobias Harris added 15 points. The Suns took a 91-86 lead into the final quarter. They pushed that advantage to 101-90 by midway through the quarter, but the 76ers scored 10 straight points, highlighted by 2 3-pointers from Tyrese Maxey. The 76ers had their 3-game winning streak snapped despite another big game from Joel Embiid, who had 37 points and 15 rebounds. Philadelphia's other star, James Harden, had a tough game, shooting 2 of 11 from the field. He had 14 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. Final score, Suns 114, Sixers 104. Good luck to the Philadelphia 76ers in their next game against the Detroit Pistons on Thursday, and let's get the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Predators' Tanner Jeannot scored with 1:19 remaining to lead the Nashville Predators to a 5-4 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers on Sunday night. Travis Sanheim scored the game's first goal at 2:15 of the opening period. Morgan Frost stripped the puck from Philip Forsberg in the high slot and skated to the left side. Below the face-off dot, he found Sanheim trailing, and he beat Saros with a wrist shot high to the glove side. Joe Farby made it 2-0 with 2:33 left in the first, when he collected a rebound in the slot and slipped a backhand by just Saros. Yakov Trenin cut Philadelphia's lead in half 41 seconds into the second when he tipped Jossie's shot past Jones. The Flyers regained a 2-goal advantage at 2:23 of the second when Max Willman blocked Matt Benning's shot and then went the other way on a breakaway, lifting a wrist shot underneath the crossbar. Luke Kunin followed at 8:12, scoring off of a rebound of his own shot to tie the game before Forsberg and James Van Riemsdyk traded goals 59 seconds apart late in the second to cap a wild 6-goal period. On the game winner, Jeannot redirected Roman Jossie's shot past Martin Jones. Final score, Predators 5, Flyers 4. Good luck to the Philadelphia Flyers in their next game against the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday. In National League LaCrosse, a sock trick from the Wayne's Corey Small drove the Philadelphia Waynes on Saturday night in Rochester, leading the club to a 12-8 win over Rochester that snapped a 4-game losing streak. The win moved the Waynes to 6-7 on the season, keeping them in contention for a NLL playoff spot. The Waynes scored 3 power play goals in the first 90 seconds of the contest to establish a lead they never relinquished. Small, Ben McIntosh, and Blaze Widowin all found the back of the net doing man-up situations provided during a minor and major assist to Rochester 18 seconds into the contest. Rochester grabbed 2 goals once even strength was restored, but Small and McIntosh both answered to give the Waynes a 5-2 lead at the end of the first quarter. Small completed the hat trick 42 seconds into the second quarter and added a 4th on the power play at the 4:33 mark of the period. Newly signed forward Kyle Jackson then potted his first as a Wayne, and a tally from Blaze Widowin established a 9-2 halftime lead for Philadelphia. Rochester scored the only 2 goals of the third quarter, after another power play tally from Small started the fourth quarter. Rochester went on a 4-0 run to close the gap to 10-8 with just over 5 minutes to play, but the Waynes closed the door from there, and additional goals from McIntosh and Small sealed the victory. Final score, Waynes 12, Nighthawks 8. Good luck to the Philadelphia Waynes in their next game against the Buffalo Bandits on Thursday. The Philadelphia Eagles signed wide receiver Zach Pascal to a 1-year contract. Pascal had 38 catches for 384 yards and 3 touchdowns last season for Indianapolis. The 27-year-old spent his first 4 NFL seasons with the Colts. He has 150 catches for 1,888 yards and 15 touchdowns. He is reunited with Eagles coach Nick Sirianni, who was the offensive coordinator in Indianapolis from 2018 through 2020. He joins a receiving group that includes 2021 first-round pick Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and 2020 first-rounder Jalen Reagor. Welcome to Philadelphia, Zach! Between 1939 and 2000, which was the last team from the Ivy League to make the Final Four? The answer, University of Pennsylvania. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio, or through the podcast app, or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC in Cherry Hill. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Let's Talk Sports.